Welcome to the magical place of the Broskiedoodles land where everything is real, but it's fantasy as well.
Was I supposed to have my bass out with that?
Well, it is the it is the jingle for the Broskiedoodles. We are being inspired by Frozen, and we might have a collaboration with them. So hey, that's what's up.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Doors are opening, and we gotta open. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm thinking we should probably start working on our own little jingle, being that you're so musically inclined and bass shouldn't be that hard, just for a couple little bass lines, you know. So
we should.
Yeah, let me know. But yeah, man. On that note, no pun intended. What do you got for me today, man?
I got a couple funny shit that I've been seeing that I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Alright, so there's a few things going on in the world where I'm just like, are you fucking serious? So I'm gonna share my screen. Hello, I'm gonna share my screen, and you're gonna be able to see something beautiful.
I'm looking forward to this nonsense.
Nonsense, Kiko. Can you fucking hurry up, Kiko? I'm trying, mate. All right. So now you see my screen. So now you see my screen. Do you see this?
What, the Pornhub tab?
No, not that. You see, like,
Yeah. Cairo, Egypt.
Okay.
Oh man, I think I saw a headline on this
all
one,
right,
bro.
So you see this video, right? Cairo, Egypt.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh god. Are they opening the whole sarcophagus with people around? Oh my god, bro. This is not nasty at all. Dude, the smell on that shit must be crazy. And these people have their mask down, nose out. Like, who are these people? Secretary General of the Supreme Council. Oh, there's more than one? What? Journalists are savage, bro.
You're not able to hear this, right?
I'm not.
This guy's like, this special discovery will take us to this history of humanity as what destroyed the whole world race. Well, he's not saying that, but almost like.
You're right.
I don't know how many, but they have all the evil inside to destroy the rest of Earth.
Oh my god. But like the way they're doing it just seems, I don't know, I'm not an archaeologist, but like I see that it's kind of unsanitary, or I don't know if they're like, you know what I'm saying, they're doing it out here in the open. I don't know if like for museum purposes, like
I didn't see.
Like,
did you see them with masks? I didn't see them with masks either.
Well, I mean, there was like some that are having it down here, some like with their mask hanging off their ear and shit. But I guess.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's like a specific parameter.
But you know, like you can't like turn in a collectibles baseball card all willy nilly like that, or like, you know what I'm saying? You don't open up a Hot Wheels package like that out in the open, dude. I mean, you know, if you want to preserve the.
I mean, you know, but Steven, it's cultural. You know, some people burn their beloveds when they die. You know, I mean, this is cultural thing. Like in their case, they open up mummies like it's left and right. You know, dog, it's casual. It's a casual day, bro.
It's a fucking unboxing video. What the
fuck? Hey, dog, we got 60 mummies on deck. This just casual. You know, so they opened this 60 sarcophagus, or they're in the process of doing so. And I'm just thinking, you know, like obviously the normal mindset for people is like, yo, is this what we need at this stage of the year? Like,
Yeah.
You know, with everything that's happening, it seems like is this like the 7 plagues of Egypt? You know, like what's happening?
Right.
So, what do you think of this? Does this sound like some shit that's gonna happen? Like, do you? Even though it sounds crazy to believe like these mummies are gonna bring some sort of curse, people would have thought it was crazy to think some virus would come and do what it's doing now.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so with that comparison, you know, there's the superstitious plague, and then there's like a scientific, you know, pandemic. So those two don't draw a similar parallel to me. But what is crazy is that you know, I'm a believer of energy, and like, you know, sometimes, you know, you're brought up in like a religion, and you know, you hear the end of times, and I don't know if this particularly pertains to anything religious, but like this shit just is too close to the sun, right? Like I'm flying far too close to the sun. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have saved this for a headline next year. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good.
Or you could have opened the sarcophagus next year, like.
Yeah, like, come on, dog. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know if you're just really just trying to like get it all out of the way. But like, dude, like, you know, like, it's all good.
Dude,
just save the headline.
The guy speaking was like he was presenting some shit from the circus, like, and we have here 60 sarcophagus, brand new, you know, like fresh off the kitchen.
Dude, for real. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like that might be it's a little too close for comfort. I mean, these and you see these journalists like, yeah, let me get fucking in there, bro. You have like a lens that could shoot from here to the fucking pyramids of Giza, and you gotta fucking pull up right on them. Come on, dog. You trying to have those beetles eat you, dude? I seen the movie, The Mummy.
I've seen the movie. I've seen both.
I ain't trying to get all close and shit to that, bro. Hell no.
I remember when Brendan Fraser had a career.
Yeah. And dude, I saw so I didn't see that whole video, but I saw like a clip of it like on TikTok, and this guy like had a green screen effect where this video of them like removing one of them was the background. The guy walks in with his cup of coffee, turns to it, and you hear that song like, hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
No. Yeah,
it's
man.
true. Yeah, people are just like, people are just like, what, dude? I mean, come on. Do you really got to get that weird in 2020?
It is a bitch.
It's a flex. It's a hard flex.
It's a hard flex that's gonna maybe like, you know, like they're gonna talk about like in a month, like, oh, we lost one of the sarcophagus. And everybody's gonna be like, oh no, it's cool, right? Oh, we lost 3. Oh, we found one of the sarcophagus in Ohio, U.S. What? And then we got fucking 60 mummies causing chaos in this bitch. Fucking searching vengeance for whatever beef they had 1,500 years ago. You see? This is what I'm saying, dog. Like, what we gotta be opening that type of shit? Like, isn't that like a grave?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, what do they call that?
That's a fucking grave, right?
Yeah.
So why the fuck are we opening graves?
Dude, I mean, because people are bored. People are bored in their house. People need something to do, Kiko. The gyms are closed. What the fuck else am I going to do other than open up sarcophaguses?
The gyms are closed. On Netflix, it's all shitty fucking Adam Sandler movies that are corny as hell. What do you want us to do, Kiko? We gotta open these bitches up and see what happens.
Oh, shit.
I guess, man.
No. I did see an Adam Sandler movie last night, man. Hubie Halloween.
Wow. Was it as corny as it looks like it?
Definitely.
Like super, like with the same fucking characters as every movie, same jokes. It's already like, is this for uncles or what the fuck? This is not funny to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Not to go off topic, but yeah, definitely. Although Keenan from Keenan and Kel was in it, that was kind of surprising. And who else was in there? It's a lot of. I was like, "Whoa, you're in this movie? Cool."
Yeah,
Anyways,
big names.
whatever.
Big names.
Yeah.
Should I watch it with my girlfriend? I mean, I really don't want to.
As a feel good movie, like a silly movie.
It literally looked like the Waterboy remake or like one of those movies where he's like a fucking.
Waterboy is way better.
No, I know
Oh.
they're all way better, but it's like the same fucking premise where he's like a fucking idiot. He's like the janitor. Nobody cares for him, and then he becomes like the football player or whatever it is in this shit.
Yeah.
Or he saves the day by some ghosts that come, but then he like saves the kids from being destroyed, and then everybody's like, "Oh, he's actually cute." He ends up fucking one of the hot ones. I mean, come on, Sandler. Haven't even watched the movie.
He should make a remake of opening sarcophaguses. The mummy the mummy returns again.
Fuck
With
that,
Adam
man.
Sandler. Yeah, man, I don't know. I feel kind of weird about it, but not. I mean, as long as it's on the other side of the world, I'm cool.
Okay.
If it ends up in Ohio, then
that's what they said about Corona.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Until that shit got fucking, was good. But listen up here. I'm going to share my screen again. Because there's some other shit that happened, right? That, I'm just like, really? Is this the type of shit that we need at this time?
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to fucking get out of an issue. And then, do you see this?
Yeah. Un cazador de monstruo. Oh, Loch Ness monster?
Yeah, can you read this just so that the crowds can have a bit of
Damn, you're going to put me on the
little
spot.
comic relief?
Little Johnny, can you please read chapter 3 for us?
Come on, Johnny.
Un cazador del monstruo. Un cazador del monstruo del lago Ness presentó nuevas imágenes como prueba de su existencia. All right, so a hunter of the monster Loch Ness has presented new images of proof of its existence. Did I read that correctly?
Yeah, that was
No,
fire.
this is about a math question.
I mean, this is monstruo, not monstruo. So monstruo,
Monstruo.
like monster, monstruo. Okay, so read this.
Oh, fuck, man. Where? That one... Oh. Yeah, el cazador de monstruo del lago Ness cree... I need to zoom in, bro. Cree estar más cerca que nunca de
Del hallazgo.
Hallazgo de su vida. So he's as close to the crux of his existence.
He's like,
I guess.
Cree estar más cerca que nunca. He's closer than ever to like the finding of his life.
Yes, the finding. Okay, según... Come on, dog. You put me on the
just
spot
finish
with
this one, dog. Just finish this one. What?
I do this in private, dude.
Come on, dude.
I Google Translate this fucking
No,
shit.
bro. These people gotta know what's good, bro. This is us. People gotta know us.
Okay, según lo que asegura es una evidencia de su existencia, obtenida a través de imágenes de un sonar cuando navegaba por sus legendarias aguas escocesas. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Ronald McKenzie, de 49 años, aseguró que estaba dando un paseo en una zona que tiene una profundidad de unos 200 metros. Ahí su sonar captó una llamativa imagen. Una masa de unos 10 metros de largo. El contacto duró 10 segundos mientras I'm trying to zoom. I'm trying to scroll up on this bitch. It's a screen share. El contacto duro. Thank you, God. El contacto.
Fuck.
Where the F are we going, bro? Are we recording this screen share?
Yeah.
This is funny. All right, whatever the fuck it is. So he got a sonar image for 10 seconds. This shit's 10 meters long. El contacto duró 10 segundos mientras pasábamos por encima. He estado en el lago desde que tenía 16 años y nunca he visto nada como esto. So, yeah. Oh shit. Okay, so... But it moved? Like, is he in the...
well, okay, I mean... So what does that mean?
All right, so basically, this dude's been here for since he was 16 years old, 49 years. No, well, whatever it is, the difference between those.
Yeah.
And he drives around this lake like it's his business. It probably is his business. I don't know, see what his shirt says.
He does say that that he's like, he works there like giving tours. So he's like a fucking right. He's biased because this motherfucker is like, he's a conspiracy believer.
Yeah, I mean, he's putting this out here. I don't know, he had his friend Billy, who's fucking huge, swim underneath him and got a sonar image.
Hey, Billy!
Get in the fucking water, will you?
Get in the water, Billy! I need to capture... I need to make a news headline.
Tourism's down 20%, Billy.
Billy! Billy, can you call your fat sister?
I need you and Jimmy Bob to fucking swim together under the fucking boat.
I need Ronnie mayonnaise balls right here.
So he's definitely a fucking publicity stunt here. But
I mean, not really. Not necessarily.
No. Not necessarily.
But
could have been Billy Bob.
It is true though that, I mean, I'm not saying that this is the case, but if he's the one that sent the email, like, hey guys,
he seems pretty proud about sending that email.
It's like, hey, I found something on this lake. Like, apparently some guy that has a boat found some shit. Oh, who's that guy? Well, it's me. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound suspect at all.
Yeah, and if he works in the tourism there, I mean, come on, that's got to make sense. But he found him. He found a big ass mass for 10 minutes underwater. It lasted for 10 minutes. I don't know if that's because it took him 10 minutes to drive over him or if it was there for 10 minutes.
No, it lasted 10 seconds.
10 seconds, I'm sorry.
Yeah. And it was a mass of 10 meters long, which sort of goes along of how long Nessie, that as he's called in the world of fucking dumbasses that believe in this shit.
Yeah. I mean, could just.
Hey, I'm just kidding, guys. I mean, this guy probably seen the motherfucker, and I'm just here talking this shitness. But that's, how it looks to me.
The shitness monster.
The shitness. So yeah, that's that. I found it to be pretty interesting. Pretty cool. What do you think? Do you think this shit might be real?
Maybe. Depends. I feel like it just seems a bit given who he is, right? I mean, you tell me that
would you know him? He's been known.
Right? Like I know him to be a
given the character, right? I mean, the McKinseys.
Right, you can't trust that family. No, I mean, I don't know, man. Those sonar things, is it real? Is it not? I mean, in a lake. Here's one thing, right? Like the Discovery Channel the other day, or History Channel, I don't know what it was, but they just recently found, and maybe we could do a little bit more research on this before we talk about it, but I know that they found they used LiDAR, which is like the same stuff that they use for augmented reality or something like that, but it basically maps the floor of whatever's in front of you, right? And they found that the Mayans were actually like have way more population than what they originally anticipated. They found an entire other city in the Amazon or somewhere like that, right? And so you have that as a technology that you can now discover. There's way more than what you thought. And then you have this guy who has a sonar in one specific area. We're just talking about this one lake, and like really, we haven't figured this out yet. Like for sure, like yeah. I don't know. Like okay, I believe more Bigfoot because he's got fucking land.
Yeah.
Than one fucking lake. It doesn't matter how big this fucking lake is. Just one lake.
I mean, dude, I've always thought of that. Like, or you can even say like in the sea. Well, the sea is huge, right?
Right.
Okay.
But it's a freshwater fucking monster.
Bro, let's look at this shit. I mean, let's be fair though. It ain't.
Yeah, I'm trying to be.
I'm here. It ain't. I'm presenting right now so you can see. It ain't small. But look at this.
I get it.
But this guy's like, no, I get it. Look, it's like, no, I get it. I'm just saying. No, but I'm with you. I've always thought we don't have the technology to find out everything that's here. We find where the Titanic is in the fucking middle of the ocean. We don't know. We cannot track this shit. So if there's a fucking lizard, we can take it out and put it in a circus or in a fucking park and call it, I don't know, Blizzard Beach, Blizzard Ness, Loch Ness Beach, and put that motherfucker to do flips and shit. I mean, come on, guys. We cannot find that.
I know it looks massive, but like not anything that.
Well, let's try it. Let's try it, right? Like if I start here in Fort San Augusto, right? Come on, give me the option. I want directions, all right? From San Augusto to...
Go through the highway, because that one's like the most direct path.
Oh, no, right here, dude.
There it is, boom.
All right, so that's walking 9 hours. And me and Steven were very athletic, drop it a few hours. That's 9 hours walk, 9 hours back. You're telling me we don't have... We found the Titanic, we find we don't have the technology to find this a fucking 10-foot lizard living in this shit? Are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
And this fucking lizard's not going through these little rivers and shit. You get what I'm saying?
No, of course. He ain't going here. Because he's the Loch Ness. He's here. He's the monster of the Loch Ness. Loch means lake. So he cannot be anywhere else because then he wouldn't be the fucking Loch Ness monster. So he's here. And we cannot find him?
Scroll up. Look at this fucking lake. This is where I would... Oh, it's a fucking ocean. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's the ocean.
I was like looking above, yeah. No,
are you serious? Like if you tell me, no, it's the Atlantic monster. Oh, yeah. Yeah, motherfucker, good luck. But you're talking to me about the Loch Ness monster? I can walk this shit in 9 hours? And with my athletic forces, I can drop maybe 4 hours on that shit? Huh? Are you fucking for reals? It sounds to me like fucking Mackenzie wants to keep it a secret that there's nothing there and fucking get Billy and her fat sister to fucking go down and do a few sonars to keep the economy of this fucking place going, selling t-shirts and fucking Loch Ness hats.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing against, Scotland and the towns. I'm just saying, if you ask my opinion on technically how is this working, I mean, I don't see how this fucking piece of land cannot have already been, looked into.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised it's only 9 hours. I was expecting a much bigger lake, So.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
Right. Oh, shit.
It's like the guy's like, I've been in this lake since I'm 16, and we have never really known what's below us. It's like, yo, this is like 3, professional like Olympic pools. Y'all, come on, like, let's get this shit going. You know what I mean? Like, let's get a couple divers, Let's start mapping the zone. I'm sure there's procedures to,
Yeah, there's a way to do this, I'm sure. But yeah, that's my take on
All right.
on this Loch Ness just all of a sudden coming out and saying some shit.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's got. I had another thing I wanted to show you. Am I still presenting?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
He looks like fucking.
He looks like your brother.
Pee Wee Herman. No, well, a little bit, yeah, I guess.
Like back in the day.
This is like Pee Wee Herman, like trying to make
a
living out here during the pandemic. And
Look at this shit, bro.
Oh god.
Yeah, the ice cream.
Oh, straight up rubbing it, dude. Rubbing one out on the ice cream. Oh my god. No, here you go. Wait, which one? Oh, that's the second video. All right. So what's the story here? This guy.
Look. He's rubbing it right now. He's rubbing the ice cream on his dick. Is that like a power move?
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about this, right? We've been delivery guys.
Yeah, this is actually great because we've been delivery guys, man.
We've been delivery guys.
All right, what's good?
Okay. My thought process on this is, all right, bro. I'm just trying to make the ice cream might be rock solid, and I'm just trying to help you out. That's where my brain goes. Hey,
well, you know
I'm
what?
Helping you out.
You know what? Maybe this is why we have a podcast. Maybe this is every time we hook up, shit happens. I mean, hook up like link up. Maybe I said that word differently. But hey, man, don't judge us. Because we have that connection on the thoughts, dog. I was thinking to myself, the other day, I had some Haagen-Dazs, which I would assume is what this guy was bringing, or some Ben & Jerry's. But if this is somebody that has class, it would be Haagen-Dazs, right? I was eating Haagen-Dazs recently, right? The caramel. Dulce de leche. Caramel, that shit fire. Clogging your arteries takes 3 weeks out of your life. Fuck it. We don't need to live that long. It tells you, please let it thaw for 15 minutes. Thaw is a really hard word for me. Thaw. Let it thaw. So you got to let it thaw for 15 minutes, right? me being a fast delivery guy, and you know I used to deliver pizzas like it was nobody's business. And
no, record time.
And I used to deliver pizzas. Not when you had a little GPS bullshit. No. You needed to fucking know the streets, dog. And I don't mean like the hood streets. I mean like technically like, the roads and
know the street.
And
the avenues. You had to know the streets too, because you don't want to get caught right.
Yeah, you don't want to get caught in the streets, dog. With a bunch of good ass pizza and mozzarella sticks. Dog. Hell no. So I used to deliver them pizzas, dog, back in the day though, for real ski. I used to be quick. There's a delivery, I could be there in 5 minutes, but guess what? Your ice cream takes 15 minutes to be thaw. So how do I accelerate that process?
You do the old crotch rubber-doost.
I mean, this is not something our boy Pee Wee Herman from the video fucking made up. This shit be happening, you know what I mean? This is a normal strategic skill that we use in the fucking business when it comes to thawing products that need to be thawed and arrive at the fucking perfect temp. So what? So it had a little crush on the outside? Okay, that ain't gonna give you anything.
Yeah, bro. What's a couple pubes to you here and there? It doesn't matter.
Not even that. This guy has a little khaki pad. I mean, come on. I find it to be a little racist, if anything, from the people. So they filmed it. They send the film to Domino's. Domino's fires the kid. Right? And this is probably happening now during Corona. He's probably gonna suicide and kill his family members and shit. And
Hopefully
then,
not.
and then Domino's Pizza puts out like a little news shit, like an announcement, like, oh, we're really sorry about this. And it's like, on another note, how the fuck does Domino's, like, that you hire people and you hope that none of them will put their fucking ice cream on the crotch. Like, now I will say something. And this is the thing. Like, I've been a delivery guy and all that, and when I've been a delivery guy, I might be eating pizza while I'm driving. I might be doing a little bit of that, all dirty business. But I always did my job correctly, and Steven too. Steven and I, we were the delivery guys that you wanted. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? So, but what I felt like he fucking failed, and that's why he should have gotten fired. Because I got him fired for fucking up, and you gotta take that shit like a man. Mm-hmm. Why would you do the crotching, which is how it's called in the delivery business? Why would you do the crotching while you fucking ringing? Really?
For real, dog.
Like, that's a disrespect that I don't tolerate. As a delivery guy, I understand that on the way you're gonna rub shit on your dick. Yeah. And I'm waiting for food. I know that. Don't do it don't do it while you're ringing my house in front of my kids.
For real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, and dude, everybody's got a camera now. You just gotta be smarter about that. In our days, maybe you might be able to get rid of, when you come around the corner when she comes.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think this guy was doing it. For some reason, I feel that he wasn't doing it for the right reasons, like you and me used to do it, which is to provide the right temperature of the product, right? Right? What? Okay? So, I just feel like this guy didn't have the same mindset that we used to have when we were delivery expectionnaires. He is doing it for with a malevolent feeling.
Yeah, it might have been a power move. It might have been that this guy, because here's the thing, right? I don't know. I didn't know that Domino's delivers Ben and Jerry's
or whatever ice cream it is. I don't want to get sponsors. I mean, no, because we might have sponsors that don't like that type of statement.
That's true. So, but I guess what I'm saying is like the pint. Like how I ever heard that they're delivering these.
Then you've been lost, dog. Are you have you been vegan for the last 3 years or some shit? Fucking Domino's been selling ice cream since Domino's is Domino's, dog. I bought the other. I don't buy it from them. I buy it in the supermarket just because it's cheaper. But yeah, nevertheless, they've been on the ice cream game for a minute.
Oh wow. Okay, so I didn't know that. But so I thought when I saw the video, I'm thinking, did they put in a special request and then they were a dick to him and then he has to deliver, but he's like, fuck you, dude. I'm gonna just
yeah. I mean, there is some context that we're not being provided that would definitely skew the angles that we're looking at this from. Because it is true that what if the guy because as a delivery guy, you have those people that always order constantly. So you have clients that it's like, I'm going to this motherfucker that never gives me a tip and lives in fucking Buffuck, Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Or you got that nice little old lady that always gives you the 50 cents that are left that are not worth for you, that doesn't even buy you a mini Dutch, and that bitch's house always smells like fucking piss that's never been cleaned.
Yeah, the cat lady.
Or you go to that guy that's always coming out with no shirt, with a bunch of tattoos, looking like Travis Barker, smells weed on you, and then calls your boss to tell him that some guy smelled like weed came to deliver my pizza when you yourself look like a motherfucker that's shooting heroin. What the fuck?
All right, brother. They didn't provide that PTSD training for you?
Nah, I'm just making up stories. I mean, it's not. Hijo de puta, man. I needed that job.
and apparently this guy needed his job, but he no longer has it. And
no, he's a piece of shit. No, but Steven used to work at a fine Asian cuisine, and he was the delivery guy. And me and Steven, we will share, if I was free, then Steven will call me and I will hop on his whip and we would do the deliveries. And at times, it was even me, the one going out with the delivery and giving it, And then we would smoke on the way and just talk about shit and just ride and listen to the Drake coming out in the bed or what they do. And then if I had to deliver, I worked at a pizzeria. So we had rolls and shit, pizza, and I would give them that shit. And then we'll be on the road. Simpler times. Good times.
Much. Yeah.
We always thought about making a movie about the life behind the shopping centers where everybody's in the back, the workers, the delivery guys, all the motherfucking guys in the back of the hood. They're fucking cleaning up in the motherfucking middle.
Yeah, I mean, and those were some awesome times. Yeah, I mean, and you know what's funny is just that there's so many people who have been through that. So many first jobs, second jobs. You know what I mean? Current jobs, the hospitality industry, and not just like restaurants. I'm talking more like, delivery. And now that's only going to get bigger. So, hey, if you want to still record that movie, I'm down whenever you come back.
Yo, I was just thinking right now.
Jude Apatow style, with like Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill.
Dude, I was just thinking right now of like scripts for it. We're going to make this movie for reals. And now we're getting to a point where we can have the equipment. And we're talking about this for a minute, that like now we have the means. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Most definitely.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. No, I mean, it sucks that he lost his job, but hey, you know what, bro? You get caught on the ring, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's fair and square, I got caught smoking on the job. I should have put a little cologne before I went to deliver to this fucking piece of shit motherfucker. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is, I fucked up and I got fired. Okay, I accept it. I take it like a man. I've grown from that.
Yeah. Exactly. And actually the video that played afterwards, I mean, I agree with having a video camera that exposes whether people are stealing the packages from you or doing stuff to your packages, like the one that was just about to play. Like, it looked like that lady. I think I've seen that video before.
Yeah,
and it
let
was
me
like
show
this
you.
lady who like threw a fucking vacuum cleaner like on the ground, hard as hell, and then backed up into the person's car or garage or something like that, right?
Yeah, let me show you.
Something like that. So I mean, shit, dude. We have to hold people accountable. These people are technically on their own, and
No, I mean, yeah, we gotta, fuck these people, you know what I mean? No, I mean, not like in general. I mean, I'm not saying this guy did wrong. I've done shit wrong that's in the past, but yeah, this is definitely not what we wanted to show you guys.
Chris Pratt fucking doing a Rubik's
Yeah,
Cube.
so they're not showing us anymore. This is weird.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever it is.
All right. So really weird stuff. I wanted you guys to hear this. Steven, you're gonna have to play this because the audio won't work. So.
No, actually, I think you sent me this before, but if you could play for our people.
Okay,
so
I'll play for you.
That'd be hilarious.
You're presenting, okay.
Right. And Iran knows that, and they've been put on notice. If you fuck around with us, if you do something bad to us, we are going to do things to you that have never been done before.
If you fuck with us, we're gonna do things to you that have never been done before.
Our boy.
Fucking Trump saying to Iran, if you fuck with us, we're gonna do things to you that have never been done before. Man, I it's so crazy, you hear Trump talking like that, people go wild and shit, but it's like, I don't know, man. Like, what do you think,
dude? I mean, I don't. Look, if Iran is posing a threat, then why the hell not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to be political about it if we're not friends. You know what I'm saying? If you're constantly gonna hate me, I'm gonna hate you. Just know who you're fucking with before you get into a fight.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not saying it's if we're coming to Iran to start shit, then that's one thing. But if Iran's already got tons of terrorists that are constantly on our case, coming after us, and as a government they don't want to help us, then dude, you're guilty by association. If something happens and it's not your fault, I'm still coming after you. Because I'm coming after your whole country. At that level, you're in the you're in the big leagues, as he says. You're in the big leagues, dude. And if I don't personally see anything wrong with it. And the fact that our president's held to a higher standard, did not curse and not this, but like, I've had wonderful bosses, I've had wonderful people, and like they just cut straight. And that's just the type of person he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, people are really, really upset about the way he handles certain situations.
More than cursing, it's like, how real are you? That's what I care.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're real, then that's what I care. Like, I have a boss that also curses, but she's real with me, and I respect that. Much
That's
rather
all
than
you
if
can
you're
ask
like
for.
political and you speak very diplomatic, but you're a fucking deceiving cunt.
Exactly. Exactly. I prefer just that realness in general, you know? I don't think that we should be worried so much about that. I think, about Trump's responses as much as we should be worried about the outcome of
Of
their
his
situation. Like,
or of his presidency.
yeah, of his presidency as a whole. And I know that people will live on both sides of that argument too. Oh, can you believe he did this? Yeah, I can believe he did that. Or I don't. Sometimes I know I know that it's tough to stick up for him. It's just like oh my God, Trump, you went off on a bender and you fucking did it again, dude. But at the end of the day, like, I'm okay with the general outcome of his whole presidency. And what people aren't talking about, the media is not covering the peace treaties that he's made with Israel, all of the different things that he's done. You know what I'm saying? And whether you are on one side of the coin or the other, you can't negate the fact that Trump just never gave a fuck, and he's been the one that I feel in just 4 years has gotten so much done. Like, he says he's going to do shit, and he does it. Now, I don't know if he's been able to come through on all of his promises, because at the end of the day, it's not all up to him. But I do feel like, damn, if there's any president that was straight up with us in the beginning and said, I'm going to get shit done, and has gotten shit done, it's been Trump.
And obviously, if you're on the other side, you might come with shit like, no, but he said to do this, and he did it. And, like, I just want to clarify, like, at the end of the day, this is a comedy show where we're just fucking around, like, talking this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and we try to fucking put in our own personal thoughts, but it's always with the theme of, like, this is just funny, right? And so, don't think that we're trying to fucking make it look like we're professionals at this political conversation and we know it all. No, we're just giving the perspective from a simple Joe, a typical guy. And I think it's important for people to also have a voice as a typical guy. And that's all we're trying to be, not some fucking political expert on this shit. So,
I'm not gonna have Ben Shapiro on the show or fucking one of these people. So, but yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I don't personally, what he said doesn't offend me much.
Who?
And what Trump said on that radio show?
Oh no, hell no.
I'm just wondering what things is he talking about? Is he gonna be like fucking shoving pineapples up people's asses? Like what's
yeah, I just love it. I just love it that whenever Trump talks about anything, he makes it like he goes far as fuck with it. He's like, I'm telling you, we have the best. We have the best, and if they do anything, then we're gonna do the best that we've ever done. Things that they've never even seen before in their life. And it's always like super like he has to go to like the extreme of like what he's gonna do. Like my shit is like intergalactical, interspectacular. Like damn dog. Like it reminds me a little bit of like Chavez in Venezuela, because Chavez, and this is weird because there is some stupid ass Venezuelans in the U.S. that don't like Trump and are for Biden, and they're like, Trump reminds me of Chavez, and it's like, yeah, you're so wrong with this. But there is one thing that Chavez did, where it's like everything that he created had to be like super huge, and Trump has this because of his own personality. So like the Trump building, not the Trump Towers, right? So it's like in Venezuela, like if the president created a new ministry, it'd be like the Ministry of Global Intergalactical Peace, like some shit like that, like
yeah.
And it's just like, what the fuck? And so that reminds me of Trump, where he's trying to like, up it up.
But, I didn't know about. But yeah, I mean, these people who just have like these complexes, I guess that's their vibe. What are you gonna do?
What you gonna do when they come for you? No, but yeah, man. So, lastly, I wanted to talk to you about something. You saw the documentary on Shannon Watts, right?
Yeah, I did. It was pretty sad, actually. thought that was kind of screwed up. Just how it all went down, but pretty sneaky. I mean, because like I had actually heard about.
What was it called? Just so that people know, what was the documentary called?
What is it? American Murder? Or hold on, let me see Netflix.
Yeah. It's called.
American Murder. Yeah.
American Murder, and then that's it.
Yeah, so it's just called American Murder. And it sucks. You know, it was more. I mean, I'm sorry. The documentary was good. There are always going to be people out there who just say, "Oh, it's not even like an eighth of what happened or whatever." You know, oh, the police report said so much more. But you got to understand that you're like exposing somebody's life, a family's life, and they're trying to put the pieces together for you as much as you possibly can, so that way later on, if you want to do more digging, then you can go ahead and do more digging. But like at the end of the day, we also have to keep in mind that we should probably be really respectful of somebody's loss like that, right? And in this case, an entire family, the breakdown of a marriage, the loss of their daughter and their 2 grandchildren. Well, one daughter and 2 grandchildren, right? And it's really, really sad. I mean, what's crazy is that, you know, I from the documentary, I believe that Chris Watts, which is the assailant and the murderer, or whatever you want to call him, you know, he actually truly loved his kids, but because he threw himself, like he snapped on his wife, he felt like he had to kill his kids. I don't know if that was like his
so that's your take on it?
Yeah, I think so.
Because my take ended up being that he was just a monster and he killed them all, because I just don't see how he could have loved his kids and done that.
Well, he's selfish. No, I don't think that. I think he was over it already. But like when you start looking at pictures and this and that, and you know, he's having a good time, and he's taking, you know, you can sense that he cares for his daughter.
Man, but it's so weird because I felt what you're saying, and then I'm thinking, okay, so what was his purpose? He found this new girl. He wants to go and do shit with this girl and just be with her.
Yeah. Like,
you could get a divorce and call it quits. Like, I just don't see why I just don't see why in his mind, if he's rational. That's why I think he's a monster. If he's rational and he's thinking, how can I get out of this situation with this wife that I don't want to be with? Well, I get a divorce. Right. I keep my kids. I see them on the weekends, and I go with this girl that I want to be with. And I just don't see how the way that he did it was gonna get anywhere. Like, I just don't see how he was ever not gonna get caught.
No, exactly. I mean, he's not in his right mind. Like, I feel like he may have also been, I don't know, like maybe he had some kind of
mental.
I don't. Yeah, like a mental issue, because like when you look at all right, let's break this down apart. Break this apart a little bit. Get a drink here.
Damn, Stevie, sore throat, smoking that ganja. No, I'm kidding. Stevie doesn't do that.
No. Just a lot of chit chat. But I feel like, all right, when he went over to his neighbor's house, right, and he was freaking out, like watching the video with the police officer and the neighbor, right? Then he left, and his neighbor was like, "Dude, that guy's not right."
Yeah.
Like, that dude
shit
never talks to me.
That shit gave me like a sign, like, and that dude was like, he was clear. He was like, "Hey, dude, that guy." What was it that he said?
Well, he's like, dude, I've never seen him that fidgety, or he never. He's talked to me more. He said something like he's never talked to me, never this chatty ever. You know what I'm saying? He was being like super nice. So like, I'm just thinking like on the regular, in his regular day-to-day life, and given his profession, you know, he's kind of like a hardened antisocial, in my opinion. You know, in my opinion, I don't know. I'm just saying. He didn't seem to me like he was a very, you know, like social guy. And being social comes with a certain set of like skills and rationality. And so like the more, also one thing that kind of threw me off, and I'm not talking badly about those, you know, the deceased or anything like that, but in a relationship like the one he was in, and the way that Shanann's personality was, like, I find her to be a very high-strung personality, right? Like, just always like on the move, always trying to get better and do better. And like, some people don't want to be pushed like that. You know what I'm saying? She's the determining factor of where we go, what we eat, how we do it. You know, we have this house in this neighborhood. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he didn't have much of an opinion, and then she just said, well, I'm going to fill the void. I'm not getting much from him, so I'm just going to keep filling it. And that actually worked against her in the end. Now, this is an assumption on my part, okay? I don't know. But so here comes a guy who married this girl, then became overwhelmed with just how overbearing she was, and then resorted to just working out, just being in his own zone. He would tune her out, you know, let her keep on doing whatever the hell she was doing or whatever, you know. And, you know, for many, many months, they lost interest sexually, right? Many months. And where was I going to go with that? Oh, yeah. And then so, you know, she had been trying to get something from him. At that point, he's already disconnected, hooking up with the girl from his job or whatever, I'm guessing. I'm just trying to paint this picture here. And then comes home. She basically rapes him, but not like non-consensually, like just a consensual, hey, we're having sex right now. We have sex. He wakes up the next morning, says, you know what, this isn't going to work. It's just not going to work. I'm out of here. Is what he's, according to what the documentary said, right? At this point, it gets a little muddy because we don't actually know what happened, but I feel like maybe she just was like, all right, well, you've been fucking me over. I'm suspecting you of cheating. You don't fucking love me. And then on his end, he's like, well, this girl's, you know, I'm tired of her. Like, I don't want anything to do with her. And in the process, probably getting further and further away emotionally from his children. And then all of a sudden, she comes out and pops off on him saying, like, oh, well, if you feel that way, you're never going to see your kids again. I'm going to take, you know what I mean? I'm going to fuck your life up, this and that, because, like, she's just upset. You know, people say, like, tons of stuff when you're, like, upset. Mm-hmm. And this guy not being able to just understand that she's just upset.
No, or understand that even if she was being for reals, that you don't kill them.
Correct. Well, no, I mean, yeah, exactly. Like, I'm trying to see, like, why this could have possibly happened, right?
And people understand that if you're looking at this in the wrong way, we're not trying to justify it, or Steven.
No, he's fucking...
We're trying to find what the fuck had to click for this shit to go through. So that's why we're going through it. And obviously it might get uncomfortable. But so you're saying, like, in his mind, he's thinking, what, you're going to take my kids, you're going to fuck my life up? And he's not able to feel...
Fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Well, no, I didn't want to cut you off. I'm just saying, like, at that point, he probably just, like, hold her down and, like, wants to, like, just snapped. He snapped and he took it too far and killed her. In comes his daughter, and he's, like, processing, well, what the fuck is going to happen now? You know, he already feels like he's going to go to jail for sure. So how do you get out of that? In a quick moment, not thinking things through, you say, I'm going to get rid of everything. You know, I'm going to get rid of all evidence. You know, no witnesses. And he becomes a man on a mission rather than a father or...
Right, you know, but this is my thing. What mission?
Mission to
like, because, like, the mission is... If the mission is, let me fix... Or do you think it's a mission... Because apparently he said that that night when they went to sleep, he said that he knew he was gonna do that in the morning.
Oh, really? He was gonna kill him, or he was gonna leave?
Kill him. Well, kill her.
Kill her. Really? He said that was in the documentary?
Yeah.
I mean, I believe you. I may have...
No, I mean, and I want to believe myself as well. If I'm mistaken, let me know. But I'm almost certain he said something like it was premeditated. Like,
oh, wow. So what I
so it
do
wasn't
find
really
to
a
be
snap. But my thing is,
okay, then
I just don't understand. I don't know, man. Or maybe, I don't know, man. Or I mean, you know what, bro? I've been in toxic relationships. Because I'm thinking why, I don't even get how could this happen. I've been in toxic relationships where like the girl has been able to say certain shit that just gets me so mad, right? That I'm just like, oh my God, like no one in my life has ever gotten me this angry, right?
Yeah.
And I still obviously wouldn't cross that line. But I've been there like, oh my God, I wish there was a way that I could... like in a video game, you know.
Right.
So I and again, we're saying this because we're trying to find the psychological patterns and factors that could have taken part in this horrific, event. But like, I've been in that situation where I'm thinking like, damn, this bitch, what the fuck? Now, I just don't see how he could have thought before this, how he would have gotten away with it. So you think it was more of him snapping and not thinking anything after that?
That's just the only thing that makes sense. Well,
Right.
exactly. Not thinking anything after that because he had an entire hour drive with his children in the car alive.
That's the other part that is not clear. The kids were alive, and then he throws them alive.
He smothers them or suffocates them, and then throws. But he smothers them on sight.
Right,
So
right before he throws them.
Yeah, and it's not even a throw, bro. It's a shove. It's a pack. He's packing the bowl. Oh,
why?
man, that sounds unbelievable.
Because it's small.
Yeah. When you look at the thing, it's only 8 inches big or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he had to break his daughter's arms on the way in, but they were already
all right.
So,
yeah, we'll leave it at that in the details. But yeah, it's when I saw that shit with my girl, bro, we were like, we fucking had nightmares.
Yeah, how do you even do that?
We had nightmares. Well, after we saw the documentary, I was like, what the fuck? It was horrible, man.
Terrible.
So, but
and it's it's super sad. It's super sad. I'm terrible. I mean, I feel terrible talking about it, like even when it started off on like a funnier note, but I mean, we at the end of the day, I think we all want to know what could have caused this, and because at the end of the day, we don't want to, if there is anything to blame, I'm not saying to blame Shanann or Chris, I'm just saying if there's something that can be avoided, just to have a normal platonic split, then that's that's the answer that we're looking for, right?
what do you mean?
I mean, like we want to talk through this in a way that we can wrap our brains around why it happened, so that way it doesn't happen again.
Well, I think that one thing to keep in mind is definitely always look at like relationship with anybody that it's a fuse that if it's able to be put out earlier, it's a lot easier. Again, it's not to justify anything. This is just to avoid shit. Like, don't be in a relationship with somebody where things are not comfortable. If you're in a toxic relationship, end that soon, at the beginning, quick. Don't let it grow.
Yeah.
If you have, and I understand that it might be hard to done than said, right? But if you notice it late, as soon as you notice, start planning on a way out of that toxic relationship. And this goes for both sides, the guy and the girl. Like, dude, when you're with somebody that's cool and you're happy with, believe me, it's gonna feel amazing and it's gonna feel calm. And you're never gonna fucking feel any sort of like type of negative energy that you could have felt for other people. But there are people that, even though you might feel like you love them, you also are able to hate them so much, and it's better to just get out of that shit, you know. So
100%.
I think that's something that can be said, if anything.
Well, yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't know if there's much more to be said. I feel, our hearts and prayers, I think, definitely go out to the family of the deceased. And,
yeah,
it sucks. It sucks that it happened. But, things like these documentaries and things like that, it at least opens up the conversation to mental health and to relationship stability. So I definitely agree with you. If there's any toxicity, we need to first assess, go get therapy, assess, and see if this is something is fixable. And if it's not, then allow yourself to be the best version of you without that relationship, and that's okay.
For sure.
And that's okay.
Well, thanks a lot, Steve. I mean, that was really nice, man. I think that was really good, and just in general, adding to what you were saying, Steve, there was one shit that I wanted to add. That again, no, like the most respect and sort of tact about this topic. We're simply doing this because I think it isn't. People want to hear about other people's opinion on this documentary, but we want to do it in the most respectful way, and also shedding light on the important parts of what could be improved in general for society. So Steven said it. I just want to clarify it even more because that is our mission, if anything at all, to make sure that we're not disrespecting any sort of like situation like that. Okay, so I definitely that. But thank you for listening, Steve. Thank you for being there. And we'll see you very soon in a couple of days. The episodes keep coming in. The clips are coming in. So you know what's good, dog. Peace.
Exactly. Got it, man. Peace. Thanks.